time of year again. We'll get the good old Craftsman out and running and tune up, and you know, she needs some work. Today's video, we're gonna go through, do some tune-up maintenances to this. Well, as I mentioned it before, I live in the snow belt of the Upper Peninsula, Michigan, yeah. 70 degrees last week. Yep. Sunny, warm. Leaves are blowing, color changing. Wow, you can see some color. Well, we got the wrong kind of color. The wrong kind of color. 60s this weekend, so hopefully all that's going to melt. Yep. Anyways, so that prompted us to get the Craftsman going, which, you know, it's second half of October now. Yep. So let's walk around this thing and show you what it's about. So this here is 2012 model Craftsman. 24 inches, electric start. I don't know if you could tell that, but I can because of the way that it is. It's got the auger doodader to get the crap out of it. Snow shooter when it's attached. We got skiage, big augerage blade is to spinach. Pneumatic tires. And he's come back here to the power plant. We got Craftsman 179cc overhead valve. Nope, Craftsman didn't make engines. It's Troy built. Got a gas tank on the top. Electric start and pull start. Simple controls. Auger. Whoop. Drive. Forward. We can go 6 times forward and then an F for frick. Or we can go wrong way, 1, 2. There's all your starting instructions, safety stuff, and then, of course, your drive control is, whoa, do wheelies or not? Do wheelies or not? Do wheelies. Yeah. So, needs a little maintenance. I have never changed oil in this thing. I've just topped it off. That's probably good for it, right? Yep. The primer bulb here, it's a little, I'll just say, you know, non-operative, smashed in gooder, lesser. We got a kill switch key thing, chocolator. No, that's the rabbit, go faster, go slower, and stop, because it tells you to. And then here's the choke right here, choke. Run, Marchy, choke, violet, or demarc. I don't want to go to the mart, or get a machete in me. You know, I just put it right there in the middle, stay away from everything, and it fires up. These tires, pretty good. Pulling it out. This one's flat. I'll have to check it and see if there's air leak or something in it. The pull string, well, it's a little thin. Yeah, a little thin. So, been using the electrical starter, because there's a starter right there. Fired up. But, you know, you get out by the mailbox where you don't have a extension cord, and that's kind of hard. Shear pins, I busted those off a couple times. Didn't have any in stock, so I used bolts. Yep, bolts worked. This one over here, I think it's for like a ceiling fan or something. I just kind of put it in there and bent it to get through. Blades, I don't know if you got to sharpen these or not. I don't know if it's supposed supposed to be that loose. Probably not. Yeah, and then we got some rust, you know, forming in there. So, why don't we do the right thing and just try to start it up, because it's been sitting, you know, since last May. It's only been sitting for 5 months, let's be honest. So, let's just fire it up, see if it fires off. Gonna do it the lazy way. Lazy way. Extension cord. The convenience stores of, not Speedway. Because we don't have Speedways. Okay. Get off the stop. We'll go to the half between turtle rabbit. I don't know if there's gas in it. Oh yeah, there's gas in there. Ooh. It's brown. Gonna ignore that for right now. We're full on the oil. That's good. Gas smells awesome. You gonna plug in? Come on, plug in. Got too big of a thing right there. Guess that extension cord's not gonna work. Yeah. That one's not gonna work. So let's get the most obnoxiously long extension cord that we possibly have. It doesn't have a tip on there because you cut it off. And use that one. Never mind, it's shaped 10. It reaches, all right? Nothing. Well, what about some more choke? No. All the rabbits? Full choke? Half choke. We'll go half choke. Full choke. Half rabbit. Switch. Oh, it runs. That's a plus. Maybe we won't do any maintenance and I'll send the video here. No, can't do that. So first thing second, we're gonna just drain the oil. I think what you gotta do is, there's a drainer plugger thing here that, you know, you can open up and then dumps everywhere. And then you go up to this under there and it's still going to miss and go everywhere. But we're going to try to get it into here. So we'll take this off. And maybe I got a funnel that'll kind of do something, and we'll try to drain that oil. So I had a random sign that I used for a floorboard at some point. It's either M for M&M or W for whistle post. You be the judge. Ouch. 10 M&Ms to get that one off. You know, a bit of an incline, so we'll just we'll come on. Well, how long is this thing? Jeez. We'll let it just do its thing. Yeah, you can tell that I've drained it every year like this. So while that is draining, let's go over the list parts of stuff that I got planned. I said planned, doesn't mean it's going to happen. So first, foremost, we got, got a new carburetor. Why'd you get a new carburetor? You just saw that one ran. Well, let me tell you why. Because I went to go order this little squeeze ball thing, you know, and that was like $8, $9. And for a new carburetor, it was $10. So why wouldn't I spend an extra $1 and get a carburetor? You know, it's a Chinese knockoff, but it's good to have. So we'll see if we need to even utilize it. Comes with gaskets, new fuel filter, all that. It even came with a spark plug. See, told you it was just, you know, it's good. It's what is that? A3T? I don't know. So we might probably, yep, we're gonna put a new spark plug in because I've never done one of those. Also got a belt, plural. I think there's 2 belts in here. One for the auger control, and then there's one for the drive system. So we'll see if those are even the right ones because I was going off a whim. I did get new shear pins. You know, bulk order. You only need 4, and why not? I think I ordered 20 of them because they were cheaper. Skis. You don't know what the skis are. Those are those little plastic things that run on the side, and it keeps the this thing from dragging the blade all the way down. So when you're going over, it just kind of skis on top of that. Well, I flipped them, and these ones are a little worn out. They might have some life left in them, but I figured why not just order some that were universal and cheap. They're the wrong size. So we're going to probably put those on because we can. Next thing we got, did get a new pull store recoil, which is probably the wrong one. Doesn't have that Craftsman sticker on it, so I can already tell you it's the wrong one. But we'll throw that on there as well. So also in this kit, we got new fuel line in case we need it, which that's good. And I did pick up some POR 15. POR 15 is actually for bits and pieces and for the frame, but if we got to use some more, we'll use some more. So I don't know if you can see that, but it looks like a little stream of black junk crap coming out. Maybe the oil's doing its job. I can't ignore it. I know. I cleaned. So we're gonna go ahead and just, you know, fill the crankcase up because we've never changed oil in it. Do the checker spot too. You know, flush her out. Recommended, right? Get all in there, clean all that out. Just like a transfer case. I mean, just look at it come out. So good. So good. Okay, so back to disassembling. I do believe that this coil part, I'll be damned, they're the same. Minus sticker. Cool. So what we're fighting on is, of course, these are all blown apart, and we'll have to do something with those, but man, this guy is connected to the pipe bone, which is the primer bulb. Our line is deteriorated, and I could see I already did get in here and work on it at one time with the zip tie. But anyways, our little switchy doodad here for chocolating, that's you know, it's hooked up, so we're gonna have to just do something like that to get it undone, because our bolts right here are carburetor bolts, and we're gonna eyeball those and make sure that's all good to go. And then this just magically popped off. It looks like it's a PVC breather because it goes down to our overhead valver doodad. Yeah, so cool. We're this far into it. That doesn't look like it's right. Now it does. So let's just start cutting stuff and see where we get to. Here. Yeah. So it had a little piano wire thing, I think, for right here for, looks like a spring-olator, and then another thing, and then, of course, the carburetor does its thing. the floater pumper baller line kind of disintegrated. That's fine, you can see it blowing apart there. So we're gonna blow it apart some more. Actually just, you know, delete it from here. You know, fuel line cutters. So we're gonna cut this line off. Let it all pour out. Well, just do that then. Good night. So now we pull our carburetor off. Get the gasohol out of the bowl. And you can see it's choke. You know, the wom, wom, wom. It's not bad. Tell you. Just tell you by feeling. This bowl is floating, everything feels like crap. So probably at some point we're going to tear down this carburetor. See what it's all about. Can't be anything too complicated. I don't know if we're going to need that linkage or not, probably. Put that right there. So let's get on reinstalling the new stuff. Sure. Break it off. Well, plug's a little sooted up and rusted because I've never, ever changed it. It's a torch. A little carboned up. The wetness is probably from the fuel from spraying the brake clean in there, or it smells like bad gas. Could have just been some on the last poof to get the next ignition to start. So that's definitely in need of changing out. So change that out. Give them a comparison. So I can't believe I'm doing it, but let's put some anti-seize on in case we ever pull it back off. So here's where we're at. Carburetor's put back in. That little rod is put in there. And now we're just gonna fix this primer bulb, the new one, into the spot here so we can hopefully don't have to drill those out. Come on! Here we go. One side and two. Okay. Plug-a-late it in. Plug it in. Hopefully we don't have to take it back off again. Gotta refix this and tighten our bolts down. Well, I didn't show any of the reinstallation of this because, you know, you guys watch me take it off. It was just 3 bolts off, pop it on, 3 bolts on. So simple as that. Now I gotta put oil in it because we got it all back together, and you know what? We might as well fire it up and make sure it works. So we gotta put in some ethanol-free premium in the government approved gas can. Right now, check for leaks. Yeah. So our oil, we're gonna go ahead and brand new, unopened. I don't even know what year it is. 1997. Should be good. Anyways, I put that in. Oh yeah, back before oil got crudded up. Down there, so I don't think these take very much, but let's go ahead and just kind of pre-lube it after our rinsing. Make sure that spark plug's not bottoming out. All right, let's see where we're at on the oil. Showing full. See if we can fire her up right here. Prime it, choke it. Carburetor works. It's got quite the short pull stroke on it though. Well, yeah. So now that we got it running, we're going to go ahead and replace these skis. So, we got to test this out. Well, as you heard, we had a little bit of belt squeal. Of course, this is all that heavy slushy stuff because it is 45 degrees out now and melting. But new carb worked well. Ran fine. Use the pull start to start her up. We're good. Guess now that's all that's going to be left is when I break some shear pins, put some shear pins in it, and when the belts finally go, we'll put a belt on it. So yeah, that's going to do it for this one. Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, share. Tell me I'm an idiot. You know, all the fun stuff. See you next time.